Hey folks, Greg Luchak here. I'm at the student rental renovation conversion, and just a few issues that we're running into. I thought I'd bring you up to date on them. One of them is somebody had put down some particle board on the as a subfloor or an underlayment, so we're having to remove that. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'll show you that, and then we're also having to do a lot of wallpaper removal. So I'm going to show you how we do that using a steamer. I'll just turn the camera around. Okay, here's the kitchen floor, and what they did is they used particle board as an underlayment, which is not really the best product. So we're removing that, and they nailed it. And usually the easiest thing to do when you're removing a subfloor is you score the floor, you cut through the particle board just the depth of that underlayment, and you cut it up in chunks, maybe a foot wide by a couple feet, sometimes smaller, so that it pops off easy. So you can see here where we have our pile of flooring, where you can see where, here's a good example where we've cut the floor up in chunks and it just pops off with a crowbar. So you can see that we've started doing that here. And the other thing we discovered, there's a lot of wallpaper. If you look up on top, there's a border. Not sure if you can see that. There it goes, comes into focus. So we had to skim those off, but there's also a lot of wallpaper on the wall. Like this film here, it's the paper, when you pull the wallpaper off, it leaves the paper, it's the glue. So we have to come back and get rid of that. But all the walls, like all through the hallway, I think I showed you that in the first video I did. So we've gone and we started steaming off all this wallpaper. You can see here's a big pile of wallpaper there. We stripped all the hallway, the foyer. We stripped this bedroom. You can see there's a big pile of wallpaper there. It was on this wall. There was a border that went around. They also wallpapered the ceiling with like an imitation stipple. Now this room, it's proving to be very difficult to get it off, even with the steamer. So we might plaster this out because it is paintable wallpaper, because it's a lot of work to get this ceiling off. But in this room over here, the wallpaper, the ceiling, it's actually peeling off fairly easily, in fact, very easy. And it's just leaving the glued paper and backing. So we're steaming that off. And there you can see we're in the process of removing this wallpaper. So here's a steamer, give you an idea of how this works. You've got a steaming pump there, you fill it with water, and you turn it on and it heats the water, and it comes out of this here, and you just put this on the wall. I'm going to give you an example. You steam it there about 10 seconds, okay, and then you do the whole, but I'm holding the camera, and you see how that it just peels off, and you go all along the wall just like that, and you steam, and you move over, and you're steaming, and then you go back and you scrape the areas that are steamed. So it's a fairly simple process, it just takes some time. So that's what we're doing, we're steaming all the wallpaper off, and I just thought I'd give you a quick update. You can see all the paper on the floor. So there's my little quick demonstration of wallpaper removal and subfloor removal. You have a great day and you keep crushing it.